Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel, and today I am doing part 2 of my perfume collection. So yay! I'm so excited. The second half is my favorite. So without further ado, let's get started. If you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I really like it when you guys leave comments. Love visiting. You know the jazz. So thank you so much. Let's get started. I thought I would start with my Mugler fragrances. I don't have tons, but I love them all. I love them majorly. So the first ones I'm going to start with are the Angel Muses, and I have Eau de Parfum and I have Eau de Toilette. Now, what happened was this was going to be the giveaway scent for my 1,000 subscriber video. I'm just going to take a moment and sniff this. You know, I'm just thinking each one would fit up my nostril. Okay, anyway, so this one was going to be my giveaway prize, and then I didn't do my research, and sure enough, I couldn't send this across the border because it's considered a dangerous good. So anyway, I couldn't send this across the border, so I thought I'd just order something on FragranceNet and have it delivered to her, but they didn't have the 50 ml, so I went with the 100 ml, and then I thought, well, why don't I just ask her if she would want something different? So she ended up going with 2 different perfumes, which I'm kind of jealous that she has both of them. But anyway, so hopefully she's gotten them, or will get them soon. But as a result, I kind of lucked out and got the EDT as well. Now, the EDP version has more patchouli, it has grapefruit, and then the hazelnut spread in the middle. This one has passion fruit, it's got less patchouli, and more kind of hazelnut spread and chocolate in it. So personally, I find this, most people find this to be like a powdered Nutella scent. What I find from this is that it smells like a sweet tea. This one smells like a passion fruit chocolate thing to me. So I like both of them. They're both quite similar. This one's not quite as long lasting, but I love both of them, and I'm so happy to have them. And look at them, like, look at them. They're like little beautiful gems, little gems. Hey. Hey, alien eyes. Okay, moving on. So the next 3 that I have are all versions of Alien. The first one that I have is Alien. This one, everybody knows it. Everybody loves it, unless you don't. This one, hey, did you have a good walk? My puppy. Okay, so this one I really love. Now this is the original, like this is the Terry Mugler. And then I have Alien Eau Sublime. I love this one. To me, this is a little bit more of a summery version of this, a little lighter. You still get the DNA of Alien, but you get kind of almost, to me the way I describe it is this one's got a little bit of a soapy vibe. This one has more of a sunscreen vibe, and this one has citrus in the opening. And then my last one, and I'm not going to go into any depth, but basically I can't ever hold this without caressing it. It's Alien Essence Absolute. I love this perfume. It's just, to me, it's just sexy. It's awesome. I love this one. Okay, next one in my collection is a Maison Margiela replica. It's by the fireplace. Talked about it a million times. Great cozy scent. It's got marshmallow in it. It's got gaiac wood, which smells like a fire roasting, chestnuts roasting on an open fire while you stuff your mouth with marshmallows. It's good. I love this one, and it's just super cozy. Gives me a whole vibe, and I love the way it warms up on the skin as well, and just smells like a little bit like a warm marshmallowy delicious dessert with a bit of fire thrown in. Love it. The next one, again, is one of my favorites, and it's Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. Man, like, I never get sick of smelling that. It just, to me, makes me go, I just love it. It's super classy. It's kind of a citrus, well, it's a chypre, but it has like kind of citrus in the opening. It's got some white florals, some rose, but then in the dry down you get like an oak moss, like a little bit, almost like a woody, a little bit of cedary spiciness to it, and I just love it. Super long lasting. I'm really happy that I have this in my collection. The next one that's a major love for me as well is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, and this is the Eau de Parfum, and I just love this one. It just makes me feel all sappy and sweet. Yeah, this one kind of is the one that started my whole perfume obsession, and I just love it. I think it's beautiful. It's got lavender, it's sweet, it's vanillic, and it just lasts on me for such a long time. And the lavender stays for quite a while, so I find this to be a really comforting scent. Super classy, gorgeous, love it. The next one is Jasmine Wisp by Le Yakawam. Yakawam? Please don't come for me for pronouncing it wrong. I have no idea. Jasmine Wisp. Now this one, I really like the opening. So the opening has peach and it kind of is like that peachy, fruity feel to it. Of course, it's got jasmine in it. The dry down is a little less impressive to me. So the vote is still out on this one as far as how much I love it. It's nice, but it's not like I'm in love. You know, not that, not yet anyway. Next one is one of my favorites. It's Intense Cafe by Montale. I just have the tiny bottle. This one, well, you know, I know people hate these bottles and they are kind of like cheapy. The sprayer isn't the greatest on it, but I kind of like them. Like I like the little, like that business. I kind of like that. Plus, I just love the scent of this one. So this one's coffee rose primarily. Smells like a sweet, creamy coffee rose. It's super deep. It lasts a long time on my skin. I find it quite sexy. Got a little bit of wood in it. I love this one. Yeah, love it. The next one is Elie Saab Le Parfum. And this one's white floral, like white floral all the way. It smells super classy, but there is an element of spice to it. I think it's got some, I don't know what it has in it, but I think it's got honey and rose in it as well. So it sweetens up on the skin. Like at first you get this floral, but then it starts to sweeten up on the skin. It smells beautiful. And although it's classy, there's a hint of kind of sexiness to this one for some reason. Next perfume is Nirvana Rose by Elizabeth and James. This one is just, it's got rose, vetiver, and geranium. To me, this one is wine and roses. I've talked about it enough, so I won't talk about it. Although the one other thing that I'll say is that I don't know if it has a magnetic clasp. Maybe it doesn't. But I really like the way it clips on. Just somehow sounds and feels satisfied when I put it on. But anyway, love the bottle, love the smell. Yeah, I wore it a long time as kind of my only scent. So I smelled like wine and roses for quite a while. Next perfume I have is Casimir by Chopard. This one is really comforting to me as well. It's just basically apricot vanilla. So it smells a little bit like a pie. Some people get cinnamon out of this one. I think it's in the notes. I don't smell the cinnamon, but it just smells like a kind of like a thick syrupy, like, you know, when you take apricots or peaches or something of that nature and you cook them down until they, you know, they kind of let go of their juice, and then you bake them, you know, in the oven, and they get kind of a little bit syrupy, jelly-ish. That's what I get out of this. Like, it's quite a deep scent, and I really like it. Next is Michael Kors Starlight Shimmer. Now this one smells like a day version of like Lancome's Oud Bouquet to me. So it smells like it's got rose, oud, and praline. I believe this actually has rose, saffron, and praline or something like that. So supposedly it doesn't have oud, but to me it smells like it has a little bit of oud. It's kind of light though, so not like a heavy hitter like the Shaghoff Oud, which I'll talk about next. But these are nice, like if you wanted to wear this one during the day, it's not going to totally overpower people and then you just knock them out with this in the evening. They're both really sexy, but there's nothing that beats this because of that oud. I gotta wear this one again. I haven't worn it in a while. Love this one. Again, it's got that rose, that saffron, that oud, that praline. And I just think it smells good. Next one is Florence by Swiss Arabian. Now this one to me is a lighter version of this, except this smells like, this has some juicy, like almost like apple juicy. This one has rose and it smells coffee-ish to me. Although I don't know if there's coffee in the notes. Somehow it smells like a light version, like this would be the day version of this again. But I really like this one. It's super sexy. Super sexy, super beautiful. I am in love with this one. Next one I have is Crystal Noir by Versace, and I've talked about this one lots recently, so I won't say much other than it's kind of like a cold, sexy scent. So most of my scents are going to be like more warm, sexy. This is more of a cold, sexy scent. So it's got, to me, it smells like it's got pepper in the opening. Smells a little bit coconutty. It's really pretty. It kind of is in the same, like it kind of reminds me of like a Rebel Fleur, this Black Opium, but this one I like way better than any of those. It's not quite as sweet, and yeah, the coldness is just quite intriguing, so I find this one quite fascinating. Next is Prada Candy. Now this one I've tried once on my skin. Lots of people talk about how they love this one because of the benzoin. So I've got to give this one another try. I tried it at bedtime, so I couldn't, you put it on and then you forget about it. So I want to give this one a little bit more of a go before saying much about it, because I don't know much about it. It's nice, but it doesn't wow my socks off. The next is another Swiss Arabian. I kind of got these all mixed up because there's a lot sitting here. Yeah, so anyway. Swiss Arabian El Amachen, and this one, I really love this one. I wore this for a couple of days. Kind of has the same sort of feel as a La Vie Belle, so it's that like a patchouli heavy, kind of fruity floral. Quite sexy, quite sweet. I can see this one being one that guys like a lot. It's kind of that feel, so the La Vie Belle feel. Yeah. I really do like this one a lot. Next one is a perfume by La Rive, and it's called Fleur de Femme. And this, I believe, is a dupe for Poison Girl. I love this one. Like, I love Poison Girl. When I run out of this, I'm going to get Poison Girl because I really do like it. This smells very similar. It doesn't last quite as long, but as far as a dupe is concerned, pretty close. Like, the Poison Girl has a little bit more longevity, a little bit more deepness, a little bit more, I noticed the cherry and the orange kind of mixed together. Yeah, but this one is really close, so I really like this one. Next perfume is Jean Paul Gaultier Essence de Parfum. I've talked about this one tons. I just love this one. I find it really sexy. It's kind of a ginger fizz to me with orange blossom and jasmine. So someone asked me if these two were the same or similar, and I would say, like on Fragrantica, someone compares these two. And I can see a little bit of that because they both have jasmine, but I would say like this would be a younger sister or maybe even a cousin to this. So this, the ginger is definitely prominent. You still get that kind of warm scent, and I find that they evolve, although you still always notice the ginger. The whipped cream kind of comes out in this one, but this one is just, it takes it up in the sexy department with like that alien DNA, and then you're adding incense kind of amber vanilla, resinous. This one's just a major heavy hitter compared to this one. This one's really beautiful. This one is something altogether. So yeah, I can see where the similarity would come in. Both really beautiful. Okay, we're down to the last three. So I will share this one first. This is Sofia by Sofia Vergara. I love this one. It just puts me in a good mood every time I smell it. I think it's got plum and blackberry or black currant in it. This one is super classy smelling, but definitely fruitier and sweeter than most classy scents, but somehow it's got a classy vibe, and I'd just like to say thank you to Sofia Vergara for creating it. I think she did a fantastic job. It's one of my favorite, and by far, it's my favorite celebrity scent. And the last two that I have for you are from Paco Rabanne, and it's Olympea Aqua and Olympea Intense. So Olympea Aqua, very similar to Olympea, except it's got a citrus opening. Ooh, you know what? I haven't smelled this one in a while. Kind of quit wearing it for the past month. And now I'm mad at myself because, I love it. It's definitely more of a daytime fragrance. I find you can wear this one in the summer. It's got jasmine in it. I find this one really sexy. It's got orange in the opening, like kind of citrusy, but like a really warm citrus. I find that this one lasts a long time, and I really love it, and I'm gonna wear it maybe tomorrow because it feels good. Last one is Olympea Intense. I've talked about this one a ton too. Really love this one. This one, when I went and I tried these both on, I went with this first because I felt like this would be more like friendly during the day and whatnot. And this one was, to me, really sweet compared to this one. But then I couldn't stop thinking about this one. I just love the sweet and salty. I find it super sexy. Ugh. Yeah, this one's awesome. So I love this one, and that is it. So I've got travel sprays, I've got mini perfumes, but I'm not going to share with you. That's all I have. So it's not a huge collection, but it definitely was 2 videos worth, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about them, please let me know. I tried to kind of zip through them just so that you would see what I have, but I didn't want to go into tons and tons of detail on all of them. And some of them I haven't tried a whole lot because, like I said before, they're ones that Lori's given me, so I'm still just kind of working my way through them. So yeah, that's all there is. That's my dog. She's telling me she has to pee. So that's it. Hope that you enjoyed, and I have to go because I've got to let my dog out. So have an amazing week. We'll talk to you soon.